And now, your Storm Team 18 forecast. Weather from where you live.
All right, the long-term drought continues. These are the top 5 lowest levels on the Wabash River since 1900. Now, I want you to keep in mind, though, that in this list, 1908 is missing. That's very important because 1908 was a very, very dry fall. And there were reports that you could walk across nearly the entire Wabash River in the mud in 1908, but we don't have a reading. So that's not on the list, but these are the official gauge measurements. Downtown Lafayette, the lowest, 1/4 foot, 1901. Right here, and that would be August 18th. Not January 18th of 1901. I distinctly remember that. And then 1/3 foot back in 1941. There's 2012, just under a foot, but right there we are currently at 1.44 feet, which would be the 5th lowest on record, just behind 1934. When we look back over the past month in terms of rainfall, we're only running about 10 to about 15% of the normal rainfall in the area. And when we look at the past 6 months, see this brighter yellow color right here? That's only about half of normal rainfall, maybe 60% of the normal rainfall, especially in the heart of the viewing area and over a lot of our southern counties. Now, I mentioned 1908 because this was the Ohio River at Bridgeport, Ohio, in October of 1908, and this is all mud. This is a little rivulet of water, and there's a little water out here, and there's a man standing in the middle of the Ohio River right there in southeastern Ohio. Now, I got this postcard of Peru from 1908. Doesn't have a date on it, but this is a picture, and it was painted over the picture, and you can see there's very little water in the Wabash, a little bit here, and most of it's mud, sand, and even some vegetation growing in the riverbed. So that tells me 1908 was probably the lowest reading, or close to 1901, and we've got moderate drought over a good chunk of the viewing area right now. And we're going to evaporate more water tomorrow with highs near 70 to the mid 70s, windy. Field and grass fire danger once again, mid 70s west, more like around 70 to the low 70s in the eastern half of the area. It's 75 to 80 on Saturday. It's still windy, hazy sunshine. South-southwest winds gusting as high as 40 miles an hour. And it continues warm right into late in the weekend. You see all the sunshine around, just some patchy clouds at times. The only change we see is coming in Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. A round of showers and storms comes through. It's not completely out of the question. There may be a very isolated severe storm, but the better severe weather risk is certainly Minnesota, Iowa, and then down towards Texas. 79 Sunday, there's the 80 Monday, upper 70s Tuesday. Not that much cooler behind that rainfall, which hopefully we'll get a half to 1 inch. It's possible. 67 Wednesday and still in the 60s on Thursday.